Hey, look which one I got. Look what I got.
Here, Elizabeth, go choose a pretty color that you like.
Welcome to Watch Like a Kid,
a podcast where we watch your kid shows so you don't have to.
We are your hosts, Diane and Gabrielle.
So come, be a kid with us. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Watch Like a Kid. I'm Diane.
I'm Gabrielle.
And this week, we are covering a brand new movie.
Yes, we're really excited to cover Kung Fu Panda 4.
4. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I thought they only had 2.
I thought they had 1, my dude. I don't keep up with DreamWorks as much as I should. After Prince of Egypt, I was just like, this is the best thing DreamWorks will ever do.
Oh, wow.
And I just stopped watching.
You're way behind.
I'm pretty behind.
You're in a whole different century.
I think one day I decided to watch like all the Shreks because people kept referencing like Shrek 2 and Shrek 3 and I'm like, what are they talking about? So I did. I try, if it becomes a cultural moment, the only thing I will say is I really need to get on my How to Train Your Dragon wagon.
It is surprisingly really good.
Everyone says it's like the best thing ever. It's kind of like you're into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse thing where you just, for some reason,
just get so far behind on the trend that you cannot make it up in time.
I feel like I'm behind. Now, I have seen the first How to Train Your Dragon because I remember watching that in college when my friend was like, what do you mean you haven't seen it? We're watching this. But I don't remember it at all. And I haven't seen the other ones.
Oh my goodness, should we do a little throwback and cover it?
I think we might need to. There's a new movie coming out with the same writers or creators or something as How to Train Your Dragon, right?
Yes, I think we saw that in the previews when we went to see Kung Fu, which was adorable, by the way. That is why today we are dressed as our attempt to look kind of like a panda.
What do you mean our attempt? We are panda-ing it up.
Okay.
Look, I got my panda ears. I have my fluffy white panda shirt. I'm a doggone panda.
Okay, guys, so we need to have like a little powwow real quick. Because it is International Women's Month, my body has decided to give up to celebrate me. So I am a little under the weather this week. So my attempt at being a panda was just finding a white shirt, and then Gabby was like,
I made her put on the black vest. It's a little Disney Channel.
I'm just gonna roll with it, but if we have to stop to allow my coughing fits, please bear with us.
Okay.
And my voice doesn't normally sound this congested and deep.
No, you sound like Phoebe, when she was sick on Friends.
Oh, and Friends, yeah.
And she sounded so sexy.
Oh, okay,
That's
then
it.
Yeah, I'm a sexy panda. We love you so much, and we loved going to see Kung Fu Panda 4 that we're dedicated.
We'll do a lot for Jack Black.
I would do anything for Jack Black. Honestly, but even he couldn't quite get me through the movie this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. You know who did get me through the movie? All of the children sitting in front of us.
The kids came, and they came with excitement. They did not it's been so long since I've been in a movie theater. I think it hasn't been since like the live action Lion King where I've actually been in a theater with children, but they were such a good time, especially like the 7 to 9-year-old boys.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Yeah, because usually when we go like during the day or on like a random Tuesday. So it was really amazing to go into like...
Yeah, on a weekend.
Yeah. Cinema is back. These kids, these like 9, 10-year-old boys were roasting the film while the credits had not even started rolling, and they were just giving their reviews to each other.
This one kid, and I love the peer pressure of it all, because this one kid goes, that was a pretty good movie. And like, his friend goes, it was actually really annoying. And then his friend goes, yeah, it was annoying.
Totally.
And then at the beginning of the movie, this one kid was so pumped. He literally fist bumped in the air, like at the end of like the Breakfast Club. He was like, yeah, let's go.
He was waiting for this movie to come. He's the only one who knew about this movie before it came out.
We should have honestly they should just do the episode for us. They would have killed it.
Would have killed it. Would have been way better.
I still have my icy from 2 days ago. We put it in the freezer. Shout out to AMC. And this is the green apple, and I just want to say, because they've been doing that thing of like, what's the best flavor? The green apple is the best flavor, fam.
I don't know, guys. I'm a blue raspberry or a cherry Coke mix kind of gal. I honestly didn't know green apple was a thing.
Every time I mention the green apple, she kind of throws up in her mouth a little.
Do a little bit. I like green apple things, but an entire 32 ounce of green apple?
Dude, when did the icy size be this
small.
big? This is giant. And also, we got a small popcorn, and it was also huge.
I love America.
But anyway, tell us what your favorite flavor is at the AMC, favorite icy flavor.
Totally not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Although AMC, if you want to give us a $100 gift card, because we filled out that survey, that'd be really great. Because
at us, Watch Like a Kid.
At Watch Like a Kid. Email us, watchlikeakid@gmail.com. Free ices for life. That'd be fine.
Yeah. We'll pay for the movie. We just want free ices.
All right, so let me give you a quick breakdown of Kung Fu Panda 4 in case you're like, I don't know what it is, which honestly, I don't know how you don't know what it is. Like, have you not seen Jack Black singing Hit Me Baby One More Time all over your TikTok? I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, that confused me until the very end of the movie, and then I was like, oh.
I still don't really understand why they chose that song.
I don't know.
But it's a bop. We love Britney because we love women.
And Jack Black.
Women, yeah. And I think Jack Black,
he loves women.
He loves women. This synopsis is coming from a girl who tried watching the first Kung Fu Panda, didn't get it, and then just watched recaps of the second and third and didn't understand the recaps either. So bear with me. But we have Po, our main dude, and he can no longer be the Dragon Warrior because, he's getting old. Am I right about that? Okay. He's supposed to find his successor to the Dragon Warrior, and he's not very happy about it because who doesn't want to be Dragon Warrior?
Yeah, he wants to be in the thick of it fighting. He doesn't want to be giving sage advice.
Yes, and that's the next step for him is to be the sage one, the wise one, the one who gives all the proverbs and the wisdom, which he's very bad at.
Very bad at.
Homeboy has not read a proverb in his life.
Cannot make a pun to save his life.
And so he's not very excited about it, but, he has to do it. And in the meantime, there's this amazing villain. I really dug the villain in this.
I really liked the villain.
Voiced by Viola Davis.
Oh, phenomenal.
And she did so good. Obviously, but...
She stole the show on it.
Oh, he's so good. So, he wants to, defeat her before she gets too crazy. She's a sorcerer kind of thing, and she can shape shift.
Because she's a chameleon.
Yes. Oh, I didn't even think
I think that was... Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Good job, movie. She can shapeshift. Very Nimona. If we remember us talking about Nimona, she can
go watch it.
Yes, so good.
Similar vibes.
But the problem is she can't do kung fu. She can't fight. So she can be ominous, but she can't really do anything else. So she needs Poe's stick thing in order to fight. And
yes, because it opens up the spirit realm, which
Right.
has all of his old nemesis.
Yes,
Nemesi, as he says, because
we don't freaking know.
I don't even know what the plural is. So we're right there with you, Poe. And they're all locked away in there, and so she wants to be able to steal their kung fu.
Right. So Poe goes on this journey, and he needs the help of this trusty sidekick kind of person played by Aquafina. They go out to do whatever they need to be doing, and in the meantime the stick gets stolen from him by the chameleon, and so now he has to get it back. So that's the whole gig. And of course he's also looking for his successor. He's also trying to be a sage wise guy and not always use fighting, because now he has to use his mind to fight back. He has to use his spirit. It has to be now friends.
It's tough.
Let's not always kick butt. And that's pretty much the movie. It's a really cute journey. It's
without giving too much away.
Yeah, without giving too much away, which honestly, if we gave a lot away, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, because I do think we agreed one of the downsides of the movie it is predictable.
I am always down for a Kung Fu Panda movie. I think it's really cute, wholesome. Personally, I don't know why it was a movie, because it was predictable. It was kind of just a fun one. Mm-hmm. I don't really find anything super memorable about it. That's even just one-liners or anything that's gonna be that's a pop culture reference now kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was just a cute, fun movie, and the kids in the movie theater did have a good time.
I will say that the moments where the kids laughed the most was during the physical comedy, which Kung Fu Panda is really good at. They have a lot of physical comedy, and the kids did laugh at those parts.
And what the movie did really well was the ensemble cast.
Yeah.
So his dad's the reunited panda father, and then the duck father is his adopted father. They go on a journey because they're Poe can't do this alone, but they're just these little like not strong, terrified dads who
Yeah.
just care about their son so much.
Yeah.
And every time they came up following him on his path, the kids just bust out laughing.
They did love them. They were very cute. There's also this really, really fun fight scene in the tavern. Really well done. They liked that.
Yes. Laughed hysterically.
laughed at
I thought
that.
it was funny. I really do like when they like play it up.
Yes.
I will admit though, like the final battle in the Kung Fu, I was just kind of like meh about.
The only part that I liked about that was because the chameleon can shapeshift, right? At one point she shapeshifts into Po. And so he has
Yes.
to like fight himself. And
Because
that
I
was
think
pretty
she does technically take his Kung Fu a bit too.
cool. Yeah.
And then he says, I have to go kick my own butt.
If y'all remember the Oscars episode where we talked about Nimona, one of the things that I didn't like about that movie was the kid would be a demon kid for some reason sometimes. And there's little demon bunnies in this movie.
At one point, they are underground hiding because they're wanted in the big city that the chameleon is in. And so Poe goes up to these seemingly cute little bunnies. There's like 3 of them. And all of a sudden they get like their sharp teeth come out and they bite him all over. And it's really funny. He even gets like his pants stolen at one point. And it's really funny.
And so Poe is like trying to be the wise sage guy now. And he's like, so let's not, fight now, and then you won't be able to fight later. I don't know. Whatever he says, the bunnies get it mixed up in their mind, and they're like, more violence later. Like, less violence now, but more violence later.
Yeah.
And they get really excited, and they're like, violence! And
if we don't hurt you now, we can hurt you even more
Yes.
later. Yes. They're down for it.
They're down for the violence. And I joke when I say demon, they're not actually, like, demonic. But, like, they love violence. I personally know, like, a 9-10-year-old who, if you were to watch this movie, would become the most violent child on the planet just out of nowhere just from watching this film. And if that is your kid,
be prepared.
Be prepared. Because there is a lot of, like, cheering on violence for laughs, but also cheering on violence in this movie.
I was even cheering it on. I was like,
Honestly.
yeah. I was with, like, the little 10-year-old boys, like, in front of us. They were like, do it.
I thought the message was very, very cute. So basically, a lot of it is, like, resilience and not giving up just because you've made some mistakes in the past, or just because there are things about you that seemingly keep you from the goal that you want. So for example, and this might be a tiny spoiler if you're sensitive to that, but Awkwafina's character, the trusty sidekick, she's a fox. I thought she was a wolf. She's a fox.
She's like a petty thief.
Yes, and
she's the one that joins Poe and is like, I can take you to the city where the chameleon is, to her doorstep.
Yeah.
And Poe's like, wow, that's great.
Yes, and she makes a huge mistake and is pretty much the sole reason that Poe's stick gets stolen by the chameleon. And that doesn't stop her. That doesn't stop her from giving up. And then Poe, he also made a mistake because he trusted the trusty sidekick, and also he probably shouldn't have been doing this journey to begin with. And also, like, no one believes in him. Even when the spirits get summoned back, his old nemesis sisters come back, they still don't believe him. They're like, yeah, you were a stupid idea. Which, it's gotta suck hearing that all the time. But he's very resilient.
He does a really good job at admitting his mistakes. He even says, oh, if I had actually listened and found a successor, and I had stayed behind in, like, the Valley of Peace or whatever, then this wouldn't be happening.
Right.
Like, he does own up to his mistakes, but it also shows, like, how easy you can show forgiveness. You don't forget the person's transgressions, but you can find it in your heart to forgive them. He even says multiple times, like, to the chameleon, to the fox, that it's never too late to do good and to be good. Even to the demon rabbits. He's like, hey.
Even to the demon rabbits, because, they can use their violence for good.
For good. And they do.
They do.
Yeah, I did like that journey. I don't mind that it was predictable, because then it makes it, I find, better for younger audiences, for, like, younger children, to be able to understand it easier when it's really point blank. I thought the message that the dad uses, the duck dad, not the panda dad, uses is also really good and resonated with me, where he said, change has to happen. Change can be good. He goes on and says the only reason he changes his menu at his restaurant is so things don't just stay the same
and get stale
and never grow, and people get tired of it and you get tired of it. So change can be a good thing, and I like how Poe still struggles with it.
Yeah.
He doesn't just go, yeah, cool, change.
Yeah.
Because it is hard to change, to adapt,
yeah.
to let go of what you were good at and do
Mhm.
something
It
different.
was your whole identity for a while, you know? And you overcame a lot to get there in the first place.
He did, and so I think a part of him thinks, oh, is he not a good enough Kung Fu Panda anymore? And that's
Mhm.
what he, like, kind of struggles with a bit.
Yeah. I really like these series, these animated series, having these movies now where the main character is kind of having to like let go of their identity as what they were for so many movies. So we saw that in the Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, also, where he was kind of like, am I like done being Puss in Boots? Like, am I done with this? And I feel like we don't get that story very often. I feel like Cars had that storyline too.
Yeah.
But
I like how for children to see that change, because they're changing constantly.
exactly.
I like how they do show it within, like, cutesy characters.
Yeah.
In a way. Like,
Yeah.
like animals or, like,
Mhm.
in cars and stuff. So it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
But they still kind of can understand and resonate with it.
Yeah. And I think that also can help the kids have empathy for things that maybe like their parents are going through. I remember when I was like watching my parents grieve certain things, I was really confused. Like I didn't understand like why would they be upset that they never got to do this growing up, or that they had to give that up, or that, you know, and what is the the midlife crisis and all that stuff. And I think that watching these movies helps kids understand like, oh, like everyone's going through these changes, like, and it's hard on people, and here's how we can maybe be supportive during those times. And also it's just fun. It's funny, and it was
a fun, cute movie.
It was a cute ride. I thought the animation was really well done.
I thought it was cute, especially during the fight scenes. I always love it. I love that style. I'm a big DreamWorks girly, so I'm here. Actually, that was one of the first times I saw the updated DreamWorks intro, and it has like all the old characters and stuff, and then it goes back to the boy like fishing on the moon.
I did not see Prince of Egypt represented in that intro.
It's underrated.
I just want to say
it's not underrated, for sure. We're gonna give it to you, Gabby. Don't worry. I thought that was really cute. I hadn't seen that before. I don't know how long it's been a thing. Maybe we're just behind on the times. The soundtrack was great.
Yes.
I mean, is it like a super amazing best animation out there of the year? No. I think it would still be worth it to go see it in theaters.
Yeah, I think if you have like a matinee that's like cheaper, or if you have a discount Tuesday deal or something.
We went on a rainy day, and I think that was like great. You take your kids.
Yeah, get your kid the green apple icy. For
oh my god, don't get your kid the green apple icy. I will say it wrapped up so nicely. Personally, I feel like the Kung Fu Panda franchise should kind of be closed.
I think it should be done now.
They didn't even have the like the other characters, like the fearsome five that were in the original movies, like the Mantis and everything. They had them pretending they were on different missions. They didn't even have those characters. Like, you could kind of tell, like, I think that kind of storyline, and Poe is like, I don't think they should make a fifth movie.
Okay, but do you think now they're gonna make a fifth movie with the fox, as, you know, instead of Kung Fu Panda, now it's whatever the fox's name is gonna be?
It would have to be a completely different thing. You can't have Kung Fu Panda.
But it would be like a spin-off.
You could maybe have a spin-off. I don't think it would be as successful. Because
it just seems like they could be setting it up for something like that. Because now he has, you know, he's passed down the torch.
True, but Jack Black, like,
he does make
it's Kung Fu Panda, not Kung Fu Fox.
Although I will say this is dumb, but I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I didn't grow up with Kung Fu Panda. I had a hard time matching Jack Black's voice to that character design. I don't know why. I was like, it doesn't sound like that's what his voice would sound like. Or it doesn't look like that's what his voice would sound like.
I do think he is a really great voice actor.
Oh, phenomenal. I don't know, maybe it's because the panda looks so young to me.
Yeah.
And Jack Black doesn't sound young.
He didn't have, like, the usual gruffness. Like, when he had in Super Mario Bros., like, where he was, like, very gruff with his voice. Poe was just, like, a lot more gentle. It does take...
Yeah, I think
that's the good part, though. Is you're not supposed to know it's the actor.
Yeah.
Guys, we are winding down our official season 1 of Watch Like a Kid.
I know. We only have like 2 episodes left, I think, to release in season 1.
We want to say thank you so much. We actually recently got to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
100, and we are slowly growing. So if you would like to subscribe, that would be amazing.
And going into our season 2, if you have any recommendations or anything you want us to cover, anything old, new, upcoming, something that you're confused about, of any age for your
Any
children.
age. Shows, movies.
Now is the time to do it
Mm-hmm.
because we're running out of ideas and we need your help.
It's not that we're running out of ideas, it's that there are so many. It's hard to know what y'all want right now. So yeah, just definitely don't hesitate to let us know what y'all are looking for.
Tell us what you want, what you really want. Essentially.
But yeah, let us know what your kids are watching. Let us know what you want us to do. We could do teens too. We've done teen content before, and we can do teens too. But we were just talking about there's not a lot of teen stuff coming out this summer.
No, they really got to get on that.
They got to get on writers.
Even if it's just streaming, like, come on, people.
Let's go.
The tweens, the teens, they need better stuff.
What are they going to do this summer?
we need more, and we need better. So get to work.
Get to work.
And with that, we just want to say thank you so much again. Like, subscribe. Thank you for hanging on. I'm ready to go take a nap.
Kablam. We're out of here.
Kazam, kazoom,
Kabloom, slizzle.
fo shizzle.
Fo shizzle.
Goodbye, Kung Fu Warriors.
That's not a unicorn. That's just a pony with pink hair.